All right, so cancel booking from the API side is done. Let me just click close all of this. Now let's head to Angular project and open up our folder here, client app source, and move into my bookings component and open up the bookings component HTML. So here we got all of the information, right? So the list of all the booked flights inside of a loop. When you scroll down, you can see that we have a button here, right? And that button has no functionality yet. So let's real quick add an event here, just a click event, and we're gonna bind it to a method which we will create, and we'll pass in the booking. So we will gonna create that cancel method here, and the booking, you can see that reference for sure here too. So this is coming from the loop here, let booking of bookings. Great, so now move to the booking component.typescript and scroll a little bit down. And here under handle error or buff handle error, it's up to you. Let's add cancel method, and it's taking a booking of type booking read model. Great, so now this is the method which is attached to the button. Great, now make sure that our application is running, and then again run npx ng open api -gen. Let's hit enter, and you can see that it again wrote some information for our booking cancel endpoint. Okay, so scroll to the very top, and here where we get our booking RM, our booking read model, we also want to grab our book DTO. And that's all we need to do here. Let's scroll down again. And here we get the book read model. Let's create a const DTO, which is a book DTO. Let's go ahead and, set the value to be a new object. There we go. Set the flight ID to be booking.flightID, right? So we got that from here. Now we have number of seats equals to booking.number of seats, passenger email, booking.passenger email. There we go. So now we have our book DTO, and we can call this booking service.cancel booking. Booking service.cancel. Let me see. Yeah, all right, I see he hasn't really updated everything, so let me just get rid of this again. Let me start the application in debugger mode to really force Swagger to update everything, just in case it didn't due to hot reload. Great, so now it's starting and it's definitely updated. So let me head over. Got that here, that looks great. So on the right side, let me switch to Solution Explorer, right click, Client App, Open in Terminal. And let me simply run that command again. So npx ng open api -gen. Now let's see if he's writing this stuff. Yep, there we go. Now he wrote the booking service.ts. All right, cool. So let me shut that down here. And we should now be able to grab this .booking service.cancel booking. There we go. So it wasn't updated entirely. Now inside here we pass in an object and the body is set to DTO. So just remember the other side, instead of our ASP.NET core controller, we got cancel as a method and it's taken in a book DTO, right? So this is why we here have to create a book DTO and pass it into the call in the end. So let's subscribe to it and let's create a new arrow function here. Say this dot handle error, there we go. Okay, now everything is referenced fine. So let's go ahead and run our application and try that out. Great, so let me register here. Let me search for a flight. Let me book a flight. I want to book 2 seats. Let me book that. And here on my bookings list, I now got the information about the 2 booked seats. And they are for sure now displaying also the correct information. So let me cancel that. You can see that we got some errors here. So let me close that. Now let me go to home and to my bookings again, and you can see that it's not appearing anymore even though we are logged in. So the flight got cancelled, but the list got not immediately updated, but once we get back to my bookings, it's gone. In our component.ts, here where we have that empty void, right? We want to replace that now and add this dot bookings equals to this dot bookings dot filter. And now let me bring that into the next line of code to make it easier to read. So this bookings, and let me add that comma there, just like this. Okay. Bookings, we filter that by B goes to, so booking goes to, and booking. There we go. Great. So after clicking on the cancel button here, we call cancel booking, and on subscribe, we really filter the bookings to remove that one element, or however to grab all elements, but not that booking, right? So that we actually, since we have it in a two-way data binding, that the bookings field that we have right here gets filtered. So the old booking that you want to cancel gets removed from the element so that it's really updated. Great. Let's go ahead and try that again. Here we got the flight. So let me just quick log in. There we go. Let me search a flight. Let me book that one here. Let me book 5 seats. Book, right? We got that in bookings list, and now when I click on cancel, it should automatically update because of two-way data binding. That looks great. Okay, cool. So on home, when we take a look here, we got the flight. Let me book again. Let me book 5 of them. 5 books, 5 seats booked. Now you can see we got still 120 remaining, so that worked. And my bookings, I got the information. I can for sure now remove it. Great. So let me go back again. You can now see 125 again. So that worked. Cool. Now you can also cancel your bookings.